Last episode, Emily measured the hallway. According to the original floor plan, the fourth floor was shorter, but now it wasn't. She saw a carved name in the wall, E.M., and at exactly 3:17 a.m., a voice from inside the wall said, "You were never next door." Tonight, she stops measuring space and starts measuring time. Welcome back to Flow Speak Studio. This is Immersion. Notice how language shifts when certainty begins to collapse. Take a slow breath. Let's continue. Emily didn't sleep. At 7:42 a.m., she was already in the lobby. The landlord looked surprised to see her that early. "You're up early," he said carefully. "I need to see the original lease," she replied. Her voice sounded stable, almost rehearsed. He hesitated, not dramatically, just long enough to confirm something. "Why?" he asked. "Because I don't remember moving in." The words landed between them, not aggressive, not accusatory, heavy. The landlord studied her face for several seconds. Then he nodded slowly. "Come with me." The office smelled like paper and dust. Old files lined metal shelves. He unlocked a cabinet in the back. Fourth floor tenants. He pulled out a thick folder. Not thin, not recent, thick. He placed it on the desk. The name on the tab read, Emily M. Carter, her full name. Her stomach didn't drop this time. It hollowed. She opened the folder. The first document was a lease agreement. Apartment 407, dated 10 years ago. Her signature at the bottom. She stared at it. It was hers. The curve of the E, the pressure marks on the M, identical to how she signs today. Her mouth felt numb. "That's not possible," she whispered. The landlord didn't answer immediately. Instead, he pulled out another document. Incident report. Same year, same month, same building. Her breathing became uneven. She scanned the page quickly. Police response, domestic disturbance, neighbor complaints, loud arguing, heavy footsteps at night, always around the same time, 3:17 a.m. Her vision blurred. She forced herself to continue reading. Male victim, severe head trauma, fell backward during an altercation, pronounced dead at 3:17 a.m. Her pulse roared in her ears. "That's not what happened," she said automatically. The landlord finally spoke. "You don't remember?" Her chest tightened painfully. Fragments flooded her mind. A narrow hallway, shorter than it is now. A man standing near a door. His voice controlled but exhausted. "You need treatment." Her voice shouting back, "I'm fine." A push, not violent, desperate. He stumbled, the back of his head hitting the edge of something. Silence. Her breathing collapsed into short bursts. She grabbed the edge of the desk to steady herself. "That hallway," she said. "It used to be shorter." The landlord nodded slowly. "Yes." "And now it's longer." "Yes." She looked up sharply. "You extended it." He held her gaze. "We sealed the original 407. Her brain struggled to process the sentence. "What do you mean, sealed?" The narrow space between what is now 407 and 408 was the original apartment. Her heart pounded harder. "You built walls around it?" "Yes." "Why?" The landlord's voice lowered. "To contain the space." Her throat tightened. "Contain what?" He didn't answer directly. Instead, he slid another document towards her. Psychiatric evaluation, temporary institutionalization, dissociative episodes, memory fragmentation, high stress response at specific time triggers. Time trigger, 3:17 a.m. Her hands trembled visibly now. "You left the building after the incident," he continued. "You received treatment. You improved." Her breathing slowed slightly. "But you asked to come back." Her eyes snapped up. I would never. You insisted, he said calmly. You said you needed to face it. A ringing filled her ears. She tried to remember. There were flashes, a hospital room, white walls, a therapist's voice. You can't heal if you avoid the sight of trauma. Her fingers pressed into her temples. And apartment 408? She asked. There's no tenant there. Her stomach twisted. No one has lived in 408 for years. Then why does it look occupied? It doesn't. Her breathing became erratic again. It does at night. The landlord's expression shifted slightly. Concern, not suspicion, concern. You've been hearing things again. The words felt clinical, not dismissive, clinical. Her thoughts fractured. If 408 is empty, then what's behind that wall? The landlord leaned back slightly. Original 407. The hallway wasn't extended to hide something from you. His voice softened. It was extended to protect you from it. Silence filled the office. Not active, not tense, heavy with implication. Her mind replayed the last 3 nights. The footsteps, the mapping, the wall. You think I'm recreating it. You think my mind is rebuilding the old layout. The landlord didn't confirm, but he didn't deny it either. You've always had strong spatial memory, he said. When you're under stress, it reactivates. Her jaw tightened. So the knocks? Could be structural. The whisper? Internal. Her vision tunneled slightly again. And the moving couch? He paused. That part concerns me. Her pulse spiked. You're saying I moved it? I'm saying dissociation can create gaps. Gaps. Like the missing minutes. Like not remembering moving in. Like not remembering carrying boxes. Her breathing grew shallow. And the initials carved in the wall? The landlord's expression hardened. There are no initials carved in the wall. Her foot skipped. I saw them. Show me. They walked upstairs together. The hallway felt longer than ever, or maybe that was her perception. She stopped at the exact point where she had seen the carving. She traced the wall with her fingers. Nothing. Smooth paint. No grooves, no letters. Her chest constricted sharply. I saw it, she insisted. The landlord watched her carefully. You're not crazy, he said quietly. But trauma imprints itself on space. Her hands dropped to her sides. What does that mean? It means sometimes your brain overlays the past onto the present. Overlay, like 2 blueprints on top of each other. The old hallway, the new hallway, the sealed room, and her inside it. Her breathing steadied slowly. Then, a flicker. The hallway light dimmed briefly, and for half a second, she saw it again. The short corridor, the narrow unmarked door. At the end of it, a figure, standing still. She blinked. The vision disappeared. Long hallway, elevator at the end. Normal. But her body was trembling now. That's not memory, she whispered. That's happening. The landlord looked at her with something like sadness. You broke at 3:17, he said gently. Your mind anchored the trauma to that minute. Her thoughts snapped together abruptly. What if I didn't break, she said. What if I stayed? He didn't understand. What if part of me never left that room? Silence. And then, from somewhere behind the sealed wall, 3 slow knocks. 1, 2, 3. Drag. The landlord froze. His eyes widened slightly. He had heard it. This time, he had heard it. The hallway lights flickered violently, and for a brief, disorienting second, the corridor shortened, compressed, ending at the narrow door. And on that door, a number, not extended, not modified, original. Her breathing stopped completely, because standing in front of that door was her, 10 years younger, unmoving, staring directly at her. In this episode, you heard her stomach hollowed. This describes emptiness from shock. Memory fragmentation. This means broken or incomplete memory.
To contain the space, this suggests something is being controlled or sealed, overlay the past onto the present. This describes trauma affecting perception. And finally, you broke at 317. This signals a psychological fracture. Notice how language now shifts from fear to realization. That's intentional. Tonight, the building didn't deny the past, it confirmed it. The hallway was extended, the original apartment was sealed, and 3:17 a.m. was the exact moment everything changed. In episode 6, Emily enters the sealed 407, alone. Comment below, do you think she will remember everything or lose herself completely? Subscribe if you're ready for the final chapter, because at 3:17 a.m., the mind doesn't forget, it waits.